everyone, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha. So today I wanted to discuss how to generate more power on your throw as a beginner. I played some disc golf yesterday, or the other day, with one of my daughters and her boyfriend. They came to visit. Neither one plays disc golf, so I was able to ask them, questions about trying to learn. So what I noticed was that they pretty much learned, you can do everything as a beginner. They learn the X step, they could walk up, and throw. But the one thing that they weren't doing was getting a good snap on the disc, which as a beginner, that is the hardest part, is to learn how to snap the disc to get some power into it. The disc doesn't fly like a frisbee. I think a lot of people, when they first try to throw the disc, they throw it like a frisbee. Now, a frisbee are designed to glide through the air. The discs are not. You have to throw the disc to get it to go anywhere, and you got to throw it hard. So you have to develop that arm snap. So on a frisbee, a lot of times when you throw in a frisbee, it's rounding the throw off. It's thrown from way out here, and you open your shoulders this way. So my shoulders are rotating this way, and the disc is just using my whole arm to throw the disc. So I'm here, and I just turn my shoulders and I throw it like that. And that's how you throw a frisbee. You just come around with the whole arm, and you just release the disc. But to throw the disc, you need to bring it closer to your body and snap it from under here. So it's more of a direct line. So the best way to start developing and feeling that is to don't do a reach back, is the first thing. You just want to skip to the releasing of the disc. On a normal throw, when you're coming out of the X step, you'd reach back with a straight arm. But as a beginner, a lot of beginners haven't learned the technique of bending the elbow yet. You're not here with the bend of the elbow, because that's how you throw the disc. You reach back straight, you pull the elbow into your hip, and then your arm rotates around this way. The throw of the disc is all your forearm and wrist. So it kind of looks like this. You reach back, your arm comes down to the side, and then the arm rotates around this way. So what I recommend as a beginner, just start with your wrist bent, or with your elbow bent already. So bend your elbow, take your grip, bend your elbow, and just throw from there. So just walk up, so you're here, you got it bent, and I'm gonna throw this way. You just walk up like this and throw it from here, like that. It's this way. Just throw the disc from here. Almost kind of think of it as just firing off your hips. You're just down here at your hips, the elbow's here, and just fire it right off your hip. And what that'll do is it'll start teaching you how to use your forearm and how to snap your wrist on the release of the disc. You'll start to feel the disc go from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock on the release. Because that's what happens is your elbow comes here, your forearm reaches around, and your disc goes from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And you'll start to feel that snap. And that's the snap. The faster you go from here to here, the harder you're going to throw it. So I just recommend starting with your arm bent. Take your grip, start with your arm bent, and just walk up and throw. So you just walk in, and throw. When you first start to do it, you know, it'll feel a little off because you're kind of short in your arm, but you want to follow through like normal. All you're doing is eliminating this reach back for now. So eliminate the reach back, and that'll keep you from wanting to rotate your shoulders and throwing like a frisbee. So if you reach back, and most times people do this, they're going to rotate. So to get rid of that rotation, bend your arm, because now the throw is going to come from here like this. And you're not going to be coming around like this. So instead of being out here like that, you want the disc to come through here like this. So you can see the different route. You know, out here is a rounded for a frisbee. The disc is through here. So just bend your arm, take your grip, and then just throw from here like this. So just walk up and throw and snap the wrist. As you throw the disc, normally you're going to take a really strong grip with your hand. You know, hold on to the disc so it doesn't come out. I recommend loosen up a little bit on the back fingers, so just hold them snug. Hold really tight with your thumb and forefinger or pointer. And what will happen is you'll start to feel the disc rotating from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And if you throw like that a few times, you'll start understanding like what you're attempting to do. You know, you're gonna start feeling the snap of the wrist. So just hold it a little soft, because what happens is as the disc is at 9 o'clock, each finger comes off the disc until the last two, you know, on the release. That's all it's doing. So as the disc is rotating from 9 o'clock, you know, each finger pulls off, and then you have your last two fingers is 12 o'clock, and that's when you release. So what you got to do is just feel for that, like that. Just how that rotates around, that is the snap. Like if you just hold the disc at 9 o'clock and just throw it out, take those fingers off, that's the throw. That's what it's doing. So if you kind of hold a little lighter, you'll feel it when you release it. So just bend your arm, take your grip with the nose down, and just walk up and throw. And do the whole throw. So like your bent arm, you know, walk up, throw from here, but then finish high. You know, you want to rotate, finish with all your weight on the front leg, you know, rotate through. All we're doing is eliminating the reach back. You know, as a beginner, you know, you can put that in as you get better, but for now you just want to learn how to throw the disc with some power. Just start on a bent 90, and you can add that later. So it's like I said, so just take your grip, hold on to it, arm on a 90, and then just walk up and throw. And that's the throw right there. It'll keep your disc in line right here, because your elbow is going to be right here. So see how it's coming through tighter. You know, you're not going to be out here with it like this. So it's that. But anyways, I hope that helps describe how your arm is actually working, and then it will give you more power on your release. The more you practice that and the harder you hit, then as you develop as a beginner into the intermediate, you know, you're going to be throwing really good. You know, so I recommend, you know, just like I say, just kind of play like that for a while. You know, don't hurry to this until you're here, because this is the throw, is right there. You know, just that. And then the harder you can do that, you know, harder it's going to go. So like if you just take your grip, you know, just throw it harder. I mean, I don't need a huge reach back to generate the power, because the power is this, you know. So the harder you go from here to here, you know, that's your power. So anyways, I hope that helps develop, you know, help you to develop a little more speed on your disc. Don't round it, don't bring it out like a frisbee. Bend the elbow and just throw from here, like that. Just throw and follow through, right here. Throw through. So anyways, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha.